Well, what?
I'm an out the box first lady. It's okay.
It is okay, and we are live. We are live. Yes. Hey, welcome, everybody. Sean Juro. I am not. I don't have my real estate hat on tonight. Tonight, we're doing a segment on interesting people because, as you guys know, I love people, and this one in particular is somebody very near and dear to me. This Dr. Tamikia Greene. This is actually my sister. A lot of folks don't know a whole lot about me and and where I come from. I'm a Charlotte native. I've got several siblings. Tamika is actually second in line behind me, even though she likes to tell her she's my big sister.
I am the big sister.
You the
Always.
big always. Look, you the only sister.
Yes, I am the big sister always.
Yeah, you the only sister. So, folks, listen. We're going to do a segment this all year on interesting people, and I wanted to bring my sister on first because I just find her story amazing. I think she's an amazing human being, number one, an amazing sister, number two, and her story is absolutely incredible. So you guys hear me talk a lot in the mornings about quitting, and failure and fear and all these things. My sister epitomizes not giving up. Okay, and I want to just kind of talk to her a little bit tonight. She's got some interesting stuff to talk to us about here as well, aside from life. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? So, folks, meet my sister, Dr. Tamikia Greene. How you doing, sis?
Hello, how are you doing, brother? Little brother.
Little brother, thanks. I'll be little brother tonight for sure. So Tamika, so guys, listen, real quick, a little background, and she can certainly fill in all the blanks here. So Tamika graduated from Johnson C. Smith, one of the historical black universities right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's uptown now. It wasn't uptown. It was downtown when we were growing up, as a matter of fact. But it's uptown Charlotte, right there at Little Five Points. Was a track athlete, cheerleader. Now you're a mother of three, first lady to an amazing man, I must say. Love Will to death. Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about, kind of fill the blanks in for us a little bit there, sis. Like, when did you graduate and when did you get your PhD?
Okay. So I graduated. Oh, this might be dating myself a little bit, but I
Well, you old.
graduated in '93 from Johnson C. Smith. And correctly, I have four children. My oldest
Yes, you do.
is
Jarvis, I'm sorry,
29.
Jarvis.
Yes, unless Jarvis out. So yeah, I got my PhD this year in organizational leadership with the emphasis on behavioral health, which I'm very proud of. So yeah.
As you should be. So that kind of brings me to like the interesting part of your story. So a few years back, not even a few years, last year, I shared a video that you and Will did together, kind of talking about an incident that happened to you, which scared the whole family to death. So you had gone to the gym, okay? You came home, sat at your island, and you told Will you were a little bit tired, okay? Tell us what happened after that.
Okay. So my normal routine is get up in the morning, 5 o'clock, go to the gym. I do a boot camp at 5:30. At the end of boot camp, I grabbed my jacket and started to walk to the car, and my left arm kind of went limp. I was like, wow, what's that about? But it was so limp that I had to only drive home with just my right hand. So when I got home, I called Will and I was like, hey, I'm not feeling so well. I just feel extremely tired. And he was like, well, you should be tired. You should get boot camp. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I said, but I just feel sluggish tired. And he was like, well, maybe you should go lay down. I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to lay down for a little bit. His mom is a nurse, and she was like, well, your left side went limp and you're tired, don't go lay down. You might need to just call your doctor. And I was like, no, I'm tired. I just left boot camp. I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. So I laid down about 45 minutes, got up, all my symptoms went away. Got dressed, went to work, still feeling kind of sluggish and tired. And I'm like, wow, this guy must have whooped my behind this
So I
morning.
want to make sure I understand. You went to work after this.
I went to work.
Okay, okay.
I went to work. Um, And the whole day I was feeling kind of tired. So we have a nurse that works with me, Dr. Meg Sullivan. I called her and I was like, hey, this is what happened this morning. What do you think is going on? And she was like, well, if your left side went kind of limp and it's not limp now, and you're still feeling a little sluggish, you might want to go see your doctor. Of course, me being the superwoman that I am, I'm like, I'm not going to no doctor. I'm good. I can go home and take a nap. I'm just tired.
Right.
But after listening to her advice, I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll call my doctor and I'll only go if my doctor is available because I don't want nobody else. I'm real picky about that. And what I knew was my doctor only works part time, so most likely she probably wasn't going to be available, so which means I wasn't going to the doctor. So I called and I was like, hey, kind of feeling kind of tired and I need to come in and see my doctor. So she was like, well, you know, she only works part time. Let me just see if she's going to be here. So she checked the book. She was like, oh, as a matter of fact, she got an appointment around 12 today. She was looking in at 12, and I was like, I wasn't really planning on coming in there, but oh, okay, I'll come. So after my meeting, drove to the doctor, got to my doctor, and she was like, well, what's going on? I said, well, I have work out this morning at 5:30, and I still feel tired from it. She was like, you come in here because you feel tired? I said, yeah, it's weird. I said, I probably just sore. I said, my chest is sore too. I said, but we did do pull up. I said, so I probably just pulled muscle. I said, I just came just to make sure everything was okay. She said, well, that don't sound right. She said, you normally don't come see me unless something is dire wrong. And you tell me you're tired and your chest is sore and you let loose on. And I was like, yeah, that's it. He was like, well, I need to run some tests. She ran some tests. She did an EKG. She was like, I don't know. Everything is fine. She said, I don't know, what kind of workout you do this morning, but maybe it is making you tired. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go home and take a nap. She was like, no. She said, something's telling me, don't send me home. I'm going to need one more test. I can't do it in my office. And I was like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? She said, I'm going to go to the emergency room. I was like, what? It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. I'm not going to the emergency room. I'm going to be there all night. And she was like, no, you go into the emergency room and take this test. And I said, okay. She said, well, you got somebody who can take you? I was like, no, I drove up here. She was like, no, you're going to get somebody to take you. I'm going to call the ambulance. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sitting here because I'm tired and my muscle hurts. And you telling me you're going to see about ambulance? Something you ain't telling me. So, long story short, I call Will, and I say, hey, are you at home? He was home. And he was like, actually, I'm right around the corner, literally 2 minutes from your doctor's office. I had a meeting at the church that he was at. I said, well, I'm going to need you to come take me to the doctor. He said, but you already at the doctor. I said, no, I need to go to the emergency room to have a test. He was like, okay, I'm on my way. So he gets there, I must have to say that God was orchestrating everything that was happening from the beginning. Will is literally 2 minutes around the corner. Normally he's 45 minutes in here.
Right.
So he drives me to the hospital. And as we're driving over there, I said, it's going to be all day up in this hospital. I said, why can't we be up in here? So we go in, and I say, I'm Tamikia Greene. I need to check in. She said, oh, have a seat. We'll get with you. And I was like, it's crowded. I was like, all day. So now I got an attitude. So literally 2 minutes after sitting down, she said, Miss Greene, we're ready for you. I was like, wow.
Fast.
Quick tonight.
Right.
So I go back, I sit down, and lady said, well, what's wrong? I said, well, my doctor sent me over here, and I was telling her, what happened this morning. She said, do they think you have a heart attack? I said, no, she didn't say you got no heart attack. I said, I pulled a muscle in my chest or something. And she was like, well, let me do an EKG. I'm like, well, I just had an EKG.
Right.
She said, well, we got to do another one. Of course, I was fussing about that because I'm like, insurance ain't pay for 2 EKGs within 30 minutes together, but go ahead.
Right.
She said, well, Miss Greene, there's nothing wrong with EKG. I don't see anything. So let me get you in a room and have a doctor to talk to you. And I was like, okay. We get put in a room. The doctor comes in. He said, well, what's wrong with you? And I told him. I said, went to the gym before at 5:30.
Right.
Felt like I pulled a muscle. this is what happened. The doctor sent me here. He said, well, let me just do a blood test to see what's going on. I said, okay. So he did the blood test. The blood test probably took about 30 minutes. I have to get it out of here in a minute. I said, hour passed. An hour and a half passed. He comes back in. He was like, Miss Greene, I got some news to share with you. I said, oh, okay. He said, I don't know how to say this. I said, well, just say it. I've been here for 2 hours in this emergency room, in this whole room.
Right.
And he was like, you had a heart attack this morning. And I was like, no, I ain't got no heart attack. He said, yeah, that's what took me so long. I ran the test twice. So what we did is test my blood for enzymes. That showed that the enzymes were actually increasing, which means there was some type of damage that happened in the heart that morning. He said, so yeah, something happened to your heart, and we don't know the extent of it. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to let you go home. We got to send you to another hospital so we can see how much damage your heart sustained when you had this heart attack. And I'm talking to him like I'm talking to you.
Right.
And I looked at my husband. I said, I ain't had a heart attack. He was like, no, sir, I don't think he had a heart attack. He was like, man, you did have a heart attack. So I said, well, my husband can drive me over to the hospital, the Singer Hospital in Concord. He said, no, we're going to send my EMT. And I was like, we're going to start an IV. I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa. Why are we doing all this? I feel just fine. He said, well, depending on how bad the damage is, you'll have two options. He said, we may be able to spin it, and you'll be going home within the next day. Okay. I said, but what's the other option? He said, if you can't spin it, then we'll have to pay for open heart surgery. I said, what? Like, this is for real now. I'm like, this is really happening to me. Like, this morning I'm up working out, feeling good at work, go myself to and from, and now you tell me I had a heart attack and I might need an open heart surgery. I'm not believing it. So, yeah, that was very traumatic.
I know that was traumatic, and the thing I want to really get across to everybody out there too is like, you're pretty healthy. Like, I mean, you know, I've already told them you're an athlete, you work out, you eat healthy, like, and you still had a heart attack. Was there anything leading up to that point that would have told you? Now listen, you just told us you were in denial. There's no way. But were there any signs as you're thinking back on this? And I'm sure you probably thought long and hard about it when you were at home. You know, like, man, you know, what was this? What was that? Were there any warning signs that you may have seen?
None whatsoever. Like you said, I meal prep, I eat healthy, I work out 5 days a week. And what the doctor actually told me, he said it ended up being genetic. Something that I didn't even know, because as you know, as African Americans, we a lot of times don't talk about our health history.
Right.
So I had to find out that it was genetic in the hospital when my family were visiting me. And they were coming and saying, oh, yeah, your cousin so-and-so on your grandma's side had a heart attack, giving birth to twins.
Right.
You know, your aunt so-and-so died with a heart attack. And I'm like, what? So basically what happened was I had a blockage that was 85% blocked in my artery. And he said the only reason why I'm living today is because I was working out. He said because my blood was trying to pump so hard to keep up with the movements and things that I was doing that it was giving me a sign that something was wrong that I couldn't see.
Absolutely. And
So
I want to just stop 1 second.
it would have been bad.
Listen, there's so many people out here. Miss Digsby says she's so happy to see both of us. Thank you, Miss Digsby. And one of my friends I met last year, she does comedy. She said, so glad God has his hands on you. And I certainly second that as well. I do want to just real quick, I don't want people to think I tell lies, okay? Because I told them you're my sister, and you said your family came in. So as I was looking at you a second ago, I will say, you look just like my daddy, okay? You look just like
you.
We look just I know.
If I didn't have hair.
You say what?
If I didn't have hair.
Yeah, if you did, I know that for sure, man. So So, I mean, I find that fascinating. That number one, that you had a heart attack. I know how old you are. I'm not certainly not going to blow you up and tell people your age, because I'll be telling mine too. I tell them later how old I am, and they guess. but for you to have a heart attack at that time, for me, was also a wake up call. That somebody so young and healthy and vibrant, okay, could have a heart attack. Number one, thank God you work out the way you did, that you were able to still, listen, and you don't have an easy job either at that time either. What were you at that time? What were you actually doing? What was your position that you were doing at that time?
I am assistant health director for Mecklenburg County Public Health.
Right. Okay. So you don't have a light schedule. Okay. Like you're doing some real work. Okay. And we're going to talk about what you do now as well, as it relates to, some of the health things we've got going on right now as well. But your story is absolutely amazing. Now also during this time, you were actually in school getting your PhD during the same time, right?
Absolutely.
Why didn't you quit?
That's such an onerous process and very difficult to achieve. There's only 2% of our country who actually have a doctorate. But God works in mysterious ways. I was so close to finishing, but when I had this happen to me, I almost threw in the towel. But God gave me 3 months at home. That all I couldn't do anything else but focus on my writing and finishing my degree. So God is good. He is awesome, and He orchestrated everything to where I had the time I needed to get a jump on what I needed to finish my degree. So yeah, that's great.
That is awesome, because I can tell you right now that the majority of people at that moment would have threw the towel in. Okay, I'm sick. I'm this. You know the stories. I mean, you've worked in mental health as well. So you've seen humans at their weakest points and at their lowest point. You've also seen them at their highest points as well. So to me, again, I just find you just an amazing human to be able to have a heart attack. Listen, have 4 children. Number one, okay, have a heart attack. Okay, still have the demands of a wife, which I know Will took great care of you during that time. I know he did.
Absolutely.
I know the kind of man he is. So I know he took really good care of you, but still having all that on your plate, okay, and to be able to come through, get yourself healthy enough to go back to work, to that demanding job, and finish up with your PhD at the same time. That to me is an inspirational story, and it's an amazing story, and that's why you're the first person that I'm talking to this year on our Facebook YouTube cast, because I find you credible. Now let's brings us forward to today. What you do right now for Mecklenburg County. You have a little bit of knowledge about what Mecklenburg County is doing with COVID, or I guess the vaccine, the rollout. Like, tell us a little bit about that as well. I'm not going to keep you on here all night. It's 8:15. It's getting late, and I know you got some things to do, so I don't want to keep you on here. You got to go take care of some stuff. But tell us a little bit about that as well, too, sis.
Yes, so in Mecklenburg County Public Health, we are on the front lines of making sure that people understand that we have the vaccine, making sure people understand that the vaccine is safe, and making sure that those vulnerable populations actually get the vaccine. So there's several ways that we're doing that. We're making appointments. We're scheduling people to get the vaccine. Right now, we're looking at scheduling 1A, which are people who are actually directly working with persons who are affected by COVID, like our healthcare workers, our paramedics, those on the front line, making sure that they can stay safe while they're still serving in the community. But also, the next phase will be older population, 75 and up. We are actually taking appointments currently for that population to make sure that they are the most vulnerable as well, that they're getting the vaccine if they would like to have it.
Okay, so and they can just simply call their doctor, call the county. Like, yes, what do they do to get that appointment?
So there's a hotline in Mecklenburg County Public Health, and that number is 980-314-9400. They can call that number to ask questions about the vaccine and also to make appointments.
Okay, fantastic. So listen, again, I'm not going to keep you on here long. We were supposed to be on here at 7 o'clock. Yeah, anyway, that's a story for another day. But listen, I love you. I want to just thank you again for coming on. I really appreciate it. Spur of the moment too, but I just really felt, man, coming into the new year, I want people to know that they can succeed if they don't quit. And your story to me, the trials you went through 2019, coming out of that right into a pandemic, while waiting to trying to get your PhD completed, and the demands of work. My God, we got COVID, the sky's falling, all these things. Like, just thank you for who you are, the kind of person you are, the human you are. Aside from my sister, man, you're just a beautiful person. And I just want to thank you for that, sis. So, folks, listen, Dr. Tamikia Greene, that is my sister for real. And I'm proud that you are.
Yeah, if they can see that by looking at it.
Very true. Very true. She is my little sister, whether she admits it or not. But listen, I love you. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming on. Absolutely.
Thank you for all that you do as well.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Listen, have a good night. And my friends and family out there in Facebook, YouTube land, hey, love you all as well. God bless you. Hope you have a great day. If you have any other questions, too, about that hotline number, my sister will give that to me. I will make sure you get that number if you want to find out more information about the vaccine there as well. My aunt said, awesome. And L Boogie also said, thank you for the info on the vaccine as well. So, guys, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. And, hey,